Hey everyone, welcome back to Fluent English Daily, where you learn real, natural English for everyday conversations. If you want to speak English with confidence and sound more fluent, you're in the right place. Let's learn, practice, and improve together. I'm Maya.
And I'm Leo. We are your English speaking partners. We are here to help you sound natural, feel confident, and build your vocabulary.
So, Leo, I have a confession to make today.
Uh-oh, a confession? What did you do?
Well, I had a huge list of things to do this morning. I needed to answer emails, pay my bills, and prepare for this podcast. But instead, I spent 45 minutes organizing my spice drawer in the kitchen.
Oh, the classic distraction. You completely avoided your real work.
Exactly, which brings us to today's topic. Today, we are talking about the P word, procrastination.
Procrastination. Procrastination. It is a long word, but it is something every single human being does. When you procrastinate, you delay doing something important. You do easy, unimportant things instead of the hard things.
Today, we are going to share some highly practical tips for beating procrastination. And of course, we are going to teach you 3 incredibly useful English phrases that native speakers use all the time when talking about focus and distraction.
Listen carefully, repeat the phrases with us, and get ready to take some mental notes.
And a quick reminder before we start. If you find this podcast helpful, please click that like button, hit subscribe, and share this video with a friend. It helps our channel grow and helps us reach more learners like you.
Okay, let's get right into it. Maya, let's introduce our first key phrase for today. Putting things off.
Putting things off. To put something off is a phrasal verb that means to delay something, to decide to do it later.
For example, maybe you need to go to the dentist, but you don't want to, so you say, "I'll call them next week." You are putting it off.
Or maybe you are working on a new project. You know you need to start an important task, but it feels difficult and overwhelming, so you tell yourself, "I'll do it tomorrow." Instead of getting started, you keep delaying the work.
Exactly. We put things off because the task feels difficult, stressful, or uncomfortable, but delaying it doesn't make it disappear. Instead, it often makes us feel even more stressed and guilty later.
That is so true, which leads us to our second phrase. Sometimes you actually sit down to do the work, but then you lose your focus. We call this getting sidetracked.
Getting sidetracked. Sidetracked. Getting sidetracked means your attention is pulled away from your main goal. You start doing one thing, but you end up doing something completely different.
Exactly. You sit down at your desk. You tell yourself, "Okay, I'm going to finish this important task right now." But then your phone buzzes.
Or you open a new tab just to quickly check something online. Before you know it, you're reading articles, watching videos, and clicking from one page to another. Suddenly, 2 hours have passed. You went down a rabbit hole.
Yes, you were trying to work, but you got sidetracked by the car review. It happens to the best of us. The internet is designed to get us sidetracked.
So how do we fix this? How do we beat procrastination? That brings us to our third phrase, which is the exact opposite of getting sidetracked. We need to learn how to go about staying on track.
Staying on track. When you stay on track, you maintain your focus. You keep moving forward toward your goal without letting distractions stop you.
Let's share some real practical tips for staying on track. Maya, what is your favorite way to beat procrastination?
My absolute favorite trick is called the 5-minute rule. When I am putting something off because it feels too big, I make a deal with myself. I say, "Maya, you only have to work on this for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, you can stop if you want to."
That's brilliant, because most of the time, the hardest part is simply getting started. Beginning the task takes the most effort, but once you've worked on it for just 5 minutes, it often feels much easier to keep going.
Exactly. It tricks your brain. What about you, Leo? How do you make sure you are staying on track?
For me, it is all about physical visibility. I love using physical habit trackers. Earlier this year, I started a 100-day consistency challenge. I printed out a grid with 100 squares and taped it to my wall.
Oh, I love physical trackers. Digital tools are great, but there is something special about paper.
Exactly. Every single day that I completed my focused work, I took a red pen and drew a massive X through that day's box. When you see 15 or 20 boxes marked off, you refuse to get sidetracked. You don't want to break that visual chain. It keeps you completely locked in.
That is such a good tip. Tracking your progress builds serious momentum. Another tip I use is turning off my environment. If my phone is on my desk, I will get sidetracked, period. So when I need to stay on track, I put my phone in a completely different room.
Out of sight, out of mind. It forces you to focus on the work right in front of you.
Okay, it is time for our word tour. Let's do a quick review of those 3 essential phrases so they stick in your memory. Listen and repeat after us at home.
First phrase, putting things off, meaning to delay doing something until later. Example, stop putting off your English practice and start listening to a podcast today.
Second phrase, getting sidetracked, meaning to be distracted from your main task. Example, I tried to clean my room, but I got sidetracked looking at old photos.
Third phrase, staying on track, meaning to maintain focus and keep making progress toward your goal. Example, using a daily habit tracker is a great way to ensure you are staying on track.
Fantastic. Try to use at least one of these phrases in a sentence today. The more you use them, the more natural they will feel.
Now, before we go, it's time for our community question. We love reading your answers in the comments section below.
Today's question is, what is one task that you are putting off right now, and what is one small step you can take today to get it done?
Let us know in the comments. Even if you just write one short sentence in English, that's a huge win. You're practicing and you're staying on track.
Thank you all so much for listening today. Remember, everyone procrastinates, but you have the tools to beat it. Start small, use the 5-minute rule, and put your phone in the other room.
If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the Fluent English Daily, and share it with your study partner. Until next time, keep learning and stay focused.
Bye everyone, have a super productive day.
Take care. See you soon.